Greetings everyone, and welcome back to MsQtStyle's Southern Comfort Cooking. And this is my mock entry into my own contest, MsQtStyle's What You Got Cooking contest. And what I got cooking today is some Southern Blue Runner red beans, rice, and smothered pork chops, okay? This video is also a requested video by my little sis, Fancy Libra 27. When I cooked it last, she said she'd like to see me cook it on camera, so I'm having it again, sis. So I'm about to show you how I do it. Now, this is the downsized way to do it, because I would add a lot more meat and stuff if I was cooking this, say, on the weekend. But it's Tuesday. I'm actually only cooking this so I can bring my lunch tomorrow, because I spend too much money buying at McDonald's and Champs and all the other places. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the ingredients are. Okay, so first of all, here's the pork chops, and they're about 7 pieces, and those I'm going to add seasoning to. Seasoning meaning onions, bell pepper. These are what I mean when I say Blue Runner red beans. You see it says New Orleans red beans spicy cream style, and this one is Creole cream style red beans. I like to use the different styles, like this one is spicy and this one is not. I like to mix them. And this is, when you hear me say Blue Runner red beans, that is the brand of it. And these, everybody loves these back home. We usually add packed beans, which is hard like beans in a bag, with these. But like I said, it's Tuesday and I ain't trying to do all that, because you got to soak them a little while and do it. So I'm doing it like this. So I'm going to be using these 2 cans of Blue Runner red beans. Okay. And I'll be using 1 bell pepper, onion, and this is Hillshire Farm hot smoked sausage. I would prefer to be using Barone smoked sausage or D&D smoked sausage. Oh my God, smoked sausage from back home. I know my girl Money Bun know what I'm talking about, and Lakeisha and all my down south people know about them Barone sausage and the D&D sausage. But this comes close to it. I will be using my Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning and just cayenne pepper. I'm trying to cut down with all this, pepper and stuff. I'm also going to be making me a roux. I like to put a little roux, R-O-U-X, which is vegetable oil and flour down in the roux to make a tasty gravy. Okay, and here's my rice. I've already got it in the pot. I am not a good rice cooker, but I try. So anyway, stay tuned and I'll show you my Tuesday meal. Okay, so I've added season all on one side and season all on the other side, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my my Zatarain's cayenne pepper. And this skillet that I already have some grease going in, okay? So I have it on a medium level, because I don't want it to starch or stick. And I actually wanted to use my big old reliable pot, but for video purposes I said let me get this little cute little pot out. So okay, you can only fit 2 in there. So I'm going to go ahead and let that brown on one side. Bear with me, because I am, of course, using one hand for camera and the other hand for sausage, but I have my camera propped up where y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm cutting my sausage in medium slices as such. Okay, now I'm cutting up my onion, and I hope you guys can see that. And I'm just going to cut it in a medium size. I like to see my seasoning in my food, so I cut mine maybe a little too big for some people, but that's places. But maybe they say the same thing. All right, and for video purposes, I've already cut up or sliced the bell pepper. So I'm just going. There you have it. The onions and bell pepper and the sausage already cut up. Let's go see what these pork chops going here. So it's already done on one side. And if you can see the consistency or the texture here, I like my meat brown like that, because keep in mind, I am gonna, you guys, let's get started with the roux, R-O-U-X. I already have grease a little bit down in this pot, and it has gotten hot. And it's an R2 roux. You cannot walk away from roux and go talk on the telephone and all that. You have to kind of stay by it. So I already have the grease, and I'm adding some all-purpose flour. Okay? This is how you do a roux, and I'm going to turn my fire up now because I can. And I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to stir until this gets to the right color and right consistency of what I want. Okay, y'all, my roux has gotten to the color I want. Actually, it's a little dark because I had the fire up too high, but it's still good because, of course, my beans is dark, and I like brown gravy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some out. I'm saving some my pork chops, and what I do now is I add in, and bear with me, y'all, I'm using one hand. I add in my sausage. Let me see if I can do this right. I just lost the sausage underneath. You know, it falls into the stove. And I'm adding my bell pepper and onions to that roux, and I'm going to saute that down a little bit. Okay? And again, don't walk away. Kind of keep stirring up. Okay, y'all, I pulled out my big old reliable pot because that's what I need to use. I ain't trying to be stunting and being cute on here. Yep, my pot old, but it works. Okay, so I got my pork chops down in here, and as you see, for video purposes, I've already added some bell pepper and onion along with a little bit of that roux that I took out. So I have a few more pork chops to put in, but I'm just showing you. Now I'm ready to add water. And I add my water just above the pork chops at first. Because I want it tender, but I don't want it where it's too tender falling off the meat. So that's how I do. I turn my fire up and I let it percolate, okay? So, back to these sausage and vegetables. I think they've, carameled up enough. So what I'm going to do is add them to these beans that I already got going a little. And bear with me because I'm using like I said, you could add ham. You can add ham hocks. Some people even add wieners, but to me that's a little fabulous. But I mean, if you ain't got nothing else, you're going to put them damn wieners in there. But I have sausage, red beans and rice and sausage is the main okay, thing. So let's check in, see how things looking. This is the beans, and I'm about to cut them off because, like I said, I don't want it to scorch. Scorch meaning stick to the pot. And I forgot that I did add a little black pepper down up in here as well. Okay, so that's the beans, almost done. And my pork chop is percolating. Yes, I use the same spoon. That's better gravy. So I'm just stirring them up around. Let that water cook down until they make a little gravy. And then we good to go. Okay, y'all. So it's a wrap. It's done. My pork chops has cooked down. And this is the little gravy here. And the beans are done. And so let me show you how I plated it up. Bam. That's my red beans and rice. And y'all see I tried to make it fancy. I put the beans and then I put a little blob of rice on top. And surprisingly, my rice came out good. Here's my pork chops too. You see that little gravy on it? Good. This will go, look at y'all. I know y'all hear me like swallowing because I'm because my taste buds is just so ready to kill this food right now. But you can add a green salad to this, or just some tomatoes cut up on the side. But I'm having mine like this tonight because I don't even think I got no lettuce up in there. So I'm eating this tonight, or right now, along with my water. I'm trying to stay away from soda. And I'm not adding Louisiana sauce like I've said before. I'm addicted to Tapatio. And this is a hot sauce, Hispanic hot sauce, salsa picante. So that's my finished product. Or my finished dish. I don't know why I want to call the food product. And that is my entry into MsQtStyle's What you got cooking contest. What I got cooking is some red beans and rice. You heard me? And this is for my girl Fancy Libra 27, a requested video. Thank you guys, and I hope everyone's having a great holiday. I can't say that enough, because I just hope everybody's enjoying the holiday season, and people that have maybe beefs or whatever, they can let that go for the new year. So anyway, it's a wrap. Look, I'm trying to do the it's a wrap with my left hand. Hold up. And it's a wrap. This is baby, when I tell you this is delicious. I already know I'm gonna get a second plate. I'm gonna take my shower, get comfortable, and go for round two. Because like I said, I'm a red beans and rice. I'm missing the cornbread, but I'm a red beans and rice, cornbread, bread, cornbread fed diva, and ain't no shame in my game. Go and get a second plate. Hope y'all enjoying y'all meal tonight. I hope so. Enjoy mine.